As you all know, the Switch 2 was officially announced by Nintendo. We got a detailed look at the new console set to release sometime this year. We saw the Joy-Cons, the screen, we saw everything about the hardware, for the most part. And we were all just so shocked and awed about this brand new, never before seen, it definitely hasn't been touched before console, is how I wish it went. We've known what this console has looked like for months, down to the specific dimensions and even the motherboard. We know pretty much everything there is to know about the hardware of this machine well before the announcement video. And it definitely ruined the excitement of the reveal of the Switch 2. We know that the Joy-Cons slapped into the side with magnets. We knew about the optical sensor on the side of the Joy-Cons. We knew that a button that secretly had a C on it, and either Nintendo hid it from the trailer or something changed, but it no longer has a C on it. We knew the size and shape of the kickstand, the logo. Hell, we even knew what day the presentation was going to drop. We knew everything. So naturally, when we saw an official announcement, didn't really do much for us, except maybe just confirm that Nintendo needs to start firing some people because these leaks were so damn accurate. This doesn't seem like just one person who was shuffling information around the world. There were multiple sources dropping all of this information to the point where someone was posting pictures of a physical prototype on Reddit around Christmas. The only surprise that we didn't know about from the presentation was Mario Kart 9 probably being a launch title. It has to be, right? If they show me a 24-player Mario Kart and don't drop that on the same day the console comes out, I'm gonna have some words. But this could have been predicted anyway. It's been 11 years since Mario Kart 8 released. Sure, we've gotten DLC that basically doubled the size of the game, so it was like a whole new game anyway, but still, we were due for a new Mario Kart. But at least the 24-player part was a complete shock. It's one thing about these leaks that no one has actually seen the software. Even the Reddit prototype guy who used AI to hide everything about the image, which caused some mayhem regarding the validity of his post, but it turns out it was completely true. Even he said he couldn't turn on the console. So at least something stayed secret. But we have 3 months until April when the Switch 2 Direct happens, so who knows what else will appear online in the coming months. That's giving leakers a long time to stew if anything else is going to leak. Maybe we would have heard about it by now, but there's always something from the Directs that gets out there. And I know what you could have said, oh Cora, just don't look at the leaks, but these hardware leaks, they were really hard to avoid, especially if you spend any time on Twitter or Reddit. The leaked images went insanely viral, so if you happen to just be scrolling through Twitter, odds are you came across one of the images. Same with Reddit. The Christmas Switch guy made it to the front page, I'm pretty sure. And because these leaks were such a big deal, there were news articles, YouTube thumbnails, all using the same pictures for clicks. If you were lucky enough to avoid the leaks on Twitter or Reddit, you probably found them somewhere else anyway. I am shocked Nintendo did nothing about them. Maybe the images gained too much traction too quickly, and taking them down after millions of people already saw them was kind of moot, and it would have just confirmed that everything was indeed true. Kind of a lose-lose situation for Nintendo. I will say I'm really happy, if this is true, that they sent their lawyers to CES to confront the Genki people. I don't care what you think about Nintendo, whether I'm fanboying over here or not, that was kind of cool. These leaks being everywhere means that no one was shocked. No surprises. We knew everything, which means this trailer ended up being pretty lackluster for most people. There was reduced excitement. If we didn't see anything beforehand, I think this reveal would have been amazing. But instead, Nintendo's stock kind of dove a little. It's hard to be shocked and excited for a system that you knew about for months. The awe and wonder were just stolen from us. I don't want to say that people care less. They are always going to care about a brand new console, but the general consensus around the reveal is just, yeah, oh, okay, cool. Which isn't what you want as a company releasing brand new hardware. The leaks are most definitely the culprit for this lack of enthusiasm, rather than the console not being good, you know? So how do you avoid leaks, especially in the 3 months between now and the Direct? If you're on Twitter, go block keywords like Switch 2 leaks, or go mute the people that usually leak information. Or just don't scroll through Twitter and improve your life all around. Get rid of those regrettable minutes that you spend on the app. Do the same with YouTube. Anyone that's putting spoilers in thumbnails or perpetually talking about leaks, if you don't want to see that content, hit that not interested button. It's there for a reason. I've had to do that with a few creators who like posting game spoilers and thumbnails. The number of times I've seen images of final bosses in Tears of the Kingdom on release day was kind of ridiculous. It's hard to avoid seeing leaks, especially if you spend most of your day online or just consuming gaming content in general, which I'm sure you do if you are here watching this video. Unfortunately, it's impossible to stop all the leaks getting to your eyeballs, even for Nintendo. There are a lot of people involved in every aspect of a console release. A leaker could just be an assembly worker in one of the manufacturing plants. How do you stop them from spilling the beans? You can't. And you can't trace it back to them either. But Nintendo does have a problem on their hands. At least none of the software has leaked yet, so we have some surprises waiting for us. Or the fact that we know there's an optical sensor on the Joy-Con, and we assume it'll be a mouse, which is kind of confirmed in the trailer because that's what mice look like, but we don't actually know what gimmick Nintendo has thought up for them. So we aren't completely spoiled. There is something to look forward to besides the console physically releasing. This trailer is only disappointing because we knew what was coming. But I think we were all expecting a Switch 2 instead of some huge leap into some other territory like the leap from GameCube to Wii. We're all addicted to a handheld device that's also a home console. I can't have it any other way anymore. I travel a lot, and the fact that I can bring my games with me, especially because this is my job and I need them with me wherever I go, it's required for my life at this point. I wouldn't be able to bring something as hefty as a PS5 through TSA. The fact that this thing is a Switch 2, it shouldn't be surprising. It's a good business decision. Just because the console doesn't have a new gimmick, although it does, who knows what the optical sensor is actually for, it's the software working in tandem with the hardware where the Switch 2 will shine. Think of the Switch games that we have now. Labo turned our Joy-Cons and consoles into so many things, from a piano to a fishing pole. 1-2 Switch, while a pretty mid game, had some cool concepts like counting how many marbles are in a box thanks to HD Rumble, or ice cubes in a glass. And Ring Fit actually made working out fun because you get to level up your guy with dozens of different exercises, all utilizing the Joy-Cons. So if you want a gimmick, there will be gimmicks. You just have to give them time to show us what they are. I really enjoyed the trailer. I am very excited for the next console. It has been 8 years with the Switch 1, and as much as I still love it, I am ready for something new, and a new Animal Crossing. I think this Direct is going to blow us out of the water. I mean, just 24-player Mario Kart? I'm already so excited to see what else they're gonna do with other games. Sometimes a new crazy gimmick isn't always the answer. Look at the Wii U, the Virtual Boy. Just because they try something doesn't mean it's going to be good. And with how successful the Switch 1 was to both gamers and normies, it would be bad business to do anything else. And I'd be upset with them if I didn't get my hands on a better, faster, beefier Switch. They can't just dump one of the best ideas in gaming. And you can't say this isn't the best idea in gaming because you have people talking about, oh, the Switch 2 looks like a generic PC handheld. Where do you think the generic PC handheld came from? The Switch. Expanding on it was the only option. And just because they're expanding on it doesn't mean it's gonna fail. Look at the DS to 3DS, and then the DSi and the DS Lite. We have so many DSs, and they were all incredibly successful. Just because this new console is similar to the old one doesn't automatically mean it's going to suck. Keep an open mind and be patient. I know you're not patient, that's why you looked at the leaks. Same reason I looked at the leaks, okay? I get it. But the loud consensus online is that this trailer was lackluster, which, I mean, I get. They didn't show us anything we didn't already know about the hardware. And I think they kind of did that on purpose. This whole thing, it was our own fault. If we didn't see all the leaks, this would have been an amazing reveal. We even knew the color of this thing. We got completely spoiled. It's like watching The Sixth Sense for the first time, but someone tells you that Bruce Willis is dead before the movie even started. It just ruins the experience. I have high hopes for this console, and not just because another Animal Crossing is definitely going to show up eventually, and that plays a big part too, but I'm excited for new games. I'm glad it's backwards compatible. What I'm not excited for is getting Mario Karted back into 24th place. That's going to hurt the soul. We'll have to wait and see what the Direct brings us in April. This new stage of Nintendo is gonna be a good one. I can feel it. What are your thoughts on the Switch 2? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!